Hey guys, it's Friday, which means I get to come to you with a quick market update. I'm coming to you from the Charleston Trident Association of Realtors, which, see that little R right there? I've been in continuing education class all week, which is a requirement for our licensure, but I'm going to be ending I would say the majority of agents just get the bare minimum continuing education, and I'm always seeking to better develop my skill set. So I'm actually going to be ending this week with 22 additional hours over what's the required minimum. But the reason that I'm here and why I'm taking International Property Specialist designation is because what happens in other parts of not only the country, but globally impacts our local market. There's a lot of international buyers in different transactions that happen right here that are in the Charleston Trident area. So I've had international clients. They transact incredibly different than we do in other parts of the world. And so I have learned that I've got to communicate with them at a different level, because they don't understand how our transactions happen in South Carolina, much less if I'm on the seller side of the transaction and I know that there's an international buyer. There's impacts. I need to make sure that I'm relaying that information best over to their agent, and so that I can best protect my client whenever there's an international client. Either side of the table, I have to be able to understand their practices and what they're used to, their customs, so that I can keep things intact on our end. So that's why I'm here, and it's been an incredibly interesting week. Huge amount of knowledge learned. But what is happening with our market? Interest rates are gone up. They have gone up, and they're probably going to keep going up. So I'm going to, at the conclusion of this, I'm going to make sure and put a link down below of something that it's from the Journal. It's a podcast, and if you're not familiar with the Journal, it's tied to the Wall Street Journal, but it is a podcast that is worthy of listening to. They come out every day, and they're projecting that the conversation is about how interest rates and why interest rates are continuing to go up. So we thought we were going to be taking a decline, and we did take a dip in interest rates at the first of the year. But of course, the federal government's trying to control inflation, and that's not being done to the capacity that they are expecting. So when the job report came out at the end of February, the expectation was about 200,000 jobs would be created. And in fact, an astounding about 500,000 jobs were created. So if employment is up and inflation is up, then the federal government is going to control it by increasing interest rates. It's just the nature of that. And so I would encourage you, go to the link that I'm going to post and watch it. It's short, maybe 15 minutes long, but it really will help you understand the economy and why interest rates are going up. Guys, it's probably going to keep going up. So we're again in the high sixes, low sevens, depending on what kind of loan, what your credit scores are. And we're very likely this summer going to be into the eights. Listen, this is information that's being delivered to me, and it's a national broadcast of this. And so you need to be understanding of that and how that's going to impact our market. I know if you're a buyer, I would not be waiting. My message to you is not to wait until summertime to jump into the game of purchasing. Now's a great time to go ahead and get into the home that you're looking to purchase. Let's start looking for that. Let's lock in your interest rate and secure that deal, because interest rates are going to continue to climb as long as inflation continues to climb. So just be aware of that. If you are on the buyer side and sellers, things are sitting on the market a bit longer. Our average days on the market are increasing. The buyers are negotiating, and the reason largely because of that is because of them expecting some kind of seller paid closing cost, and largely to put towards buying down their interest rate to make it more affordable. So all of that is my message to you of what's happening within our market. If I can be of a resource to you, whether buying, selling, or investing, reach out to me. I'd be glad to connect and help.